This video is being brought to you by CuriosityStream, who has generously donated their sponsorship time so that I can tell you about Team Seas, a global campaign to clean 30 million pounds of trash out of our oceans, rivers, and beaches. Hi everybody, welcome to Aimee Nolte Music. If you've been following my channel for a while, you will know that music is very important to me, but also very important to me is the ocean. I spend a lot of my time there surfing and swimming and boogie boarding and just having a great time. Today, I wanted to try and help you get your piano to channel some of that good vibe feeling that you get from the ocean. Try to make your piano sound like some sweet waves, in other words. And being the nostalgic Gen Xer that I am, I've decided to use a song from the 90s to illustrate my point. Walk on the Ocean by Toad The Wet Sprocket. Such a great song. Here's a little bit of my cover of the song, and you can hear the whole thing at the end of this video. Walk on the ocean, step on the storm. In the extended version of this video that's available only on my streaming service Nebula, you can get a PDF of my piano part for the chords on this song, the accompaniment. It's pretty fun. Now, I'm not the first composer or piano player to think about the idea of making the piano sound like waves or like water. In my efforts trying to recreate the kind of wave sound from an ocean, well, I should tell you that I showed my son my finished product, and I said, what does the piano sound like, Louis? And he goes, like a piano. And then he said, if you want to really make the piano sound like an ocean, this is what you'll do. All right, so sarcasm aside, I've relied on arpeggios. I think it gives that rise and fall kind of feel like you're out there on your surfboard and a wave comes and you just let yourself be picked up by it and be dropped by it. That's what the beginning signifies to me. In the middle, we get even washier and the waves get a little bit crazier because we bring both hands into it. And we use two different patterns, one with the right hand, one with the left hand, to create what I call the backwash effect. I don't know if you know what backwash is. Let's watch a little bit of it so you can understand that it's when one wave has already crashed and has some action coming back the other way and ends up meeting a wave that's coming to the shore. So we get these kind of we get one wave coming this way, one wave coming this way. Toad the Wet Sprocket recorded this song in the key of F sharp. The beautiful key of F sharp. It doesn't get enough attention. That's 6 sharps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even E sharp. How about that? And the song starts on a B major chord. So that's the 4 chord. And then it goes to the flat 7 chord, which is pretty common in rock songs, actually. The great David Bennett has a wonderful video about rock and pop songs that are written in the Mixolydian mode. And then back to the 4 chord, and then to the 5 chord. And you might think that we go to 1 from there, but we don't. We actually go to the 2 minor, back to the flat 7, to the 4, and to the 5, and we flirt with that again. A nice slash chord that kind of introduces the 1, and then we end up on the 5 chord for a second. We don't really go to the 1 chord. It happens in the chorus, but we hardly ever hear it. When we hear it, I think you do feel like you're home. It's the part that goes, walk on the ocean, step on the stones. That's when we finally hit it and it feels like home. It only stays there for a second. Anyway, I'm just telling you, the song is in F sharp. I do have a PDF that will show you exactly what I'm playing here today, exactly what you see in front of your eyes right now. You can get that on the extended version of this video, which is available on Nebula. I'll talk about that more later. This song is also in 12/8. I could have written it in 6, I suppose, but I don't get to write in 12/8 enough, or explore the world of 12/8. You can feel it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I just think it feels so good, and that's what feels like the ocean to me, is this washy thing that actually lasts for 4 really long beats. And like I said, we're just doing arpeggios that ascend for the first part. You can play the 1 and the 5th, and then just set your hand up in root position with the octave on the top. And that's how we're doing it. B chord, E chord, B chord, C sharp major chord. There we go. G sharp minor. Same exact thing. Everything is in root position. And I'd like it to be very even so that these notes feel like they're all given the same amount of accent. You could slightly crescendo as it goes up, sometimes, especially at the end of the 12 bars, or 12 beats, like here. Just press a little harder on those last ones to propel you into the new wave. I really like thinking about how music is like waves. Here is the only place we haven't been in root position so far. It's the first inversion of F sharp, like this. But it's also a slash chord. We're playing the 3rd with our left hand, so. And then for this part, we've got a whole bar of C sharp major, and I'm having you do one of these. We're just gonna grab that 3rd with our left index finger. And then we play it again. It all repeats. But when we get to the chorus, and this is the nitty-gritty of the backwash wave that I'm talking about in this video, I got this pattern that I decided on with my right hand, and it sounds really nice over all of the chords. The chords are G sharp minor, B major, F sharp major, and C sharp major with the E sharp in the bass. And these notes for me all sound great over these chords. So these, isn't that nice? It's the 7, or the minor 7, and the 9, and the flat 3. And then we slightly change them. And this is in B, it's the 5th, and the 6th, and the 7th, or the 13 and the major 7. And then in F sharp, we keep the exact same notes. So it's the root, and the 9, and the 3rd. And then we slightly change. Right here, we go. So now in C sharp, we're on the 3rd, we're on the 5th, and we're on the 6th, or the 13. And the way that I've got you playing these notes sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can you hear how there's a little bit of conflict happening? It's because this line sounds like that. It's a line with 4 notes that repeats, and then it gets shifted each time. So we have, the first time takes place over beats 1 and 2. 1, 2, but 3 starts it again. 3, 1, 2, 3. If you break it up into 3-part groups like that, which is kind of how I feel it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's a kind of hemiola. But the left hand is going to do something different. The left hand is actually going to play a line that makes sense in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's kind of heavy with the thumb action. But when you get these two lines together, one line that makes sense in 2 and one line that makes sense in 6, I think that's where you get this crossover effect. And it sounds, well, you know, Louis wouldn't tell you that it does, but I would tell you that it sounds like a wave. It's good to take it slow at first. And I'd actually maybe do it without any pedal at the beginning, just so there's nothing else to think about, because it's kind of tricky. And as you work on it, you can get faster and faster and add the pedal. And you can mess around with dynamics. The left hand is going 1, 5, 3, 9, root, 9, 3, and then again 3, 9, root, 9, 3, 3, 9, root, 9, 3. But here, because it's in an inversion, it's a little bit different. It's 3, root, 5, and then we've got the 4 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5. I just think it was nice voice leading to go from this. It's a little tricky to put it all together, and a little even more tricky to sing along with it. But when you do, it sounds really nice. Maybe, I wouldn't imagine many of you can play it and sing it at the same time, because it's really hard for me. But get yourself a singer and play along with them. I think you're going to have a really nice time. And you can do it with any song that's written in this kind of 12/8 meter, or even a 6/8, as the case may be. Here's the entire music video, along with some footage I took when I was out surfing in San Onofre yesterday. We spotted the ocean at the head of the trail, where we are going, so far away. And somebody told me that this is the place where everything's better and everything's safe. Walk on the ocean, step on the stones. Flesh becomes water, wood becomes bone. And a half hour later, we packed up our things. We said we'd send letters and all those little things. They knew we were lying, but they smiled just the same. And it seemed they'd already forgotten we'd came. Walk on the ocean, step on the stones. Flesh becomes water, wood becomes bone. Walk on the ocean, step on the stones. Flesh becomes water, wood becomes bone. This is the part in the video where normally I would tell you that the best way to get the extended version of this video is to sign up for CuriosityStream, because then you get Nebula free $15, all of that. There's a link in the description. But today, instead of talking about that, like I said, CuriosityStream has donated their sponsorship time so that I can tell you about the Team Seas campaign. Team Seas is a global campaign to raise $30 million to remove 30 million pounds of trash and plastic from our oceans, rivers, and beaches. Team Seas has partnered with Ocean Conservancy and the Ocean Cleanup. All donations to Team Seas will be split by those two charities, 50-50. And $1 equals 1 pound of trash removed, so every single donation counts. The website, teamseas.org, is live now, and you can go there to donate. You might notice that YouTube is ocean heavy today. Creators from all around the world are joining with me and with Mr. Beast and Team Seas to organize something important. Something that will help the future of our planet, something that is so important to me. I don't know if you're aware of it, but in Huntington Beach a couple of weeks ago, there was an oil spill, 126,000 gallons of oil. Huntington Beach is just up the beach from me, and when I was surfing yesterday, I could smell it in the water, and it breaks my heart. Just a little bit south of Huntington Beach are a couple of surf breaks that I don't go to anymore because when I go there, I'm paddling through plastic bags, candy bar wrappers, you name it. If I surf at these particular surf breaks, I'm always going to come back with plastic shoved into my wetsuit so I can do my part to clean up. But it's so minuscule. We need something global, something huge like Team Seas to really make a difference. So go to teamseas.org right now and sign up to donate. And then get over there and make your ocean sound like a piano. Don't forget to sign up for CuriosityStream with the link in the description if you would like to have access to my streaming platform, Nebula, where you can get a PDF of this cover of mine in the difficult key and in an easier key for those of you who are mad at me for the difficult key. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Aimee Nolte Music.